That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard.
Like, that's the shit that fucking irks me in this.
Well, that'll
like,
make you feel good as a hitter
bullshit.
right there. I know those are
Pitching
ground ball,
Albert
but it was
Pujols and I'm gonna
absolutely
fucking rock
through
your
the
ass.
infield. That's not one you're
Get away
excited
from
to get in
that
front
against
of. If you're
Buxton,
you know they used to say,
Brock Holt, and Juan Soto. And I'm talking
Next offering misses.
the Buxton '97 All-Star card, the Juan Soto Home Run Derby card, and the Brock Holt milestone or awards or whatever it is. Yeah.
Check swing, but he went too
I'm going for my
far.
5th win with this fucking team.
Checks his swing. That would
No,
yes, he did.
I drafted a team last night and then I played and I got my first win, and then the dude was it was 1-1, and then he hit a solo shot, and then I tied it up, and then in extras he ended up beating me 4-2.
First offering and it just
and then I redrafted and I got this team. And this team is pretty good, but it's not as
at first, one ball. And there's a foul ball.
Who?
Next pitch is outside. It's 2-2. Not close, and it deflects away. And now a man into scoring position.
Smooth then? Oh, you said
3-2.
You said hurt.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it. Colton Wong up to him.
Yeah, I was like, you're talking a big hurt.
First offer misses badly for ball one.
I was like, I didn't turn no triple play.
Not even close there. 2-0. Man on second, 2 down. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys.
Line drive.
Oh.
He rockets one to right, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. Here's the left fielder, Connor Joe.
Number 9, Connor Joe.
Now a step off the rubber to reset. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. TJ Antone gets the ball now, and this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. And it's 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Franco gloves it. Whips it to first. And that'll do it. Back here at Great American Ballpark, we head to the bottom of the second. In half up to hit.
The second baseman, Ian Happ.
And the pitch. Ball one, no strikes. Right-hander kicks, deals. Off the plate inside.
About to play the Indians guy, or the Guardians guy in the Money League.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's one down.
Walk off us. Yeah. Yeah, the winter baseball classic. Yeah.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Down 2-1 in this fucking game.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down. Manny Machado up to the plate.
Batting fifth.
Come on, boys.
Baseman.
Oh.
Machado. Auto.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome
Who's my
back.
next?
New inning getting started.
Who's my
Now
next
at the
series
plate,
in the your
Travis
league?
Shaw.
Can you tell me?
The third baseman, Travis Shaw.
A wind and a pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
A wind and the pitch. And that's outside.
I guess you could say I played him. I threw BP to him.
On the ground, right side. Over to Holt. And one away in the top of the third. One down.
Is that
There
thick
comes
and
Cody
quick or whatever?
Baseman, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Well, give me a strikeout chance.
Andy O'Ward. Good eye right there.
Ten strikeouts in a game.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hand, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2-2 now.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Buxton makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And now the hitter, Ji-Man Choi. Out to short and a base
Might
hit
have
right
a deal
there.
for a starting
keeps the
pitcher
inning going.
in your league.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to.
I've left the door open to 3 different users, and I have 2 that seem to be pretty highly interested.
And now Curtis Grant.
I hit up the Yankees, I hit up the Dodgers, and I hit up the Braves.
Hernandez.
Because I felt like those are the 3 guys that had the abundance of pitching.
And that one wrapped foul.
And the Dodgers and the Braves both hit me back and said that they would be interested in making a deal. It would just come down to like for who or for what players. And
They'll circle the bases, and they boost their
the Braves wants a lefty bat,
now it's
and so I've offered him either Billy Williams or Reggie Jackson,
offering is not close.
depending on which pitcher he'd want to give up.
And that one fouled off.
If it was Reggie Jackson, it'd have to be one of them, and then if it was
There's a swing and a drive.
Billy Williams, it'd either be Kyle Wright or Spencer Strider,
Pulls it in on the warning track.
which I think one's like Player of the Month and one's a Tops Now card or whatever. Yep, and then Kyle Wright's a Player of the Month or something.
Your attention, please. Now
Back here at the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now batting Wander Franco. Slapped foul.
leading up for the Bulldogs.
I just said, looking to make a deal for a starting pitcher. I've got pretty much anybody on the block
The right-hander
for the right
deals.
price.
Back
Let
to
me
the
know if you're
mound.
interested or what you'd want back, because we can
Flyers
talk.
over
We
to
can make a deal.
Bellinger. One
Dodger
gone,
said
bottom of the third
that
inning.
he asked if
Mike
he
Yastrzemski
said I'd
up
definitely
here.
be interested. Who are you looking to shop? And I said, as I said, pretty much anybody would be available. Who are you looking at, or who would you want? And then that would determine which pitcher we could talk about on your rotation,
Now it's even up.
or
Wow, no
vice
fair
versa.
right
Which
there.
pitcher would you be willing to move? And I can tell you what players would be available for him,
Difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to take
based
your
on the
time.
overall like trade rules and
In
stuff.
position.
And he said,
Calls it in.
"Cool, I'm sure we can make something work. Let me take a look." And I haven't heard anything back from him yet. And then the Braves guy said,
Christian Yelich.
looking for a lefty bat, but definitely interested in making a deal.
Lifted in
And
the
I
air, right
said,
field.
cool.
Dawson settles under it, and that
I
is
got
the
Reggie
ball
Jackson
game.
or Billy
This
Williams.
one 4-0, and it
And
feels
he's like,
you could have
Reggie
exploded
Jackson
more
ain't bad,
offensively, but you also realize
but
that
I kind of
at
want
times
someone
it
who
was
can
hard
play
to score.
first
So you
base.
get out of here feeling good about this win.
I was
Ultimately,
like, well, I got Billy Williams who can play first because he can play corner outfielder first. And he said, let me take a look and I'll get back to you. Yankees. Yeah, he didn't even message me back. So I don't know if he's seen it yet or not, but
Switch for the speed, stay for the safety. Smile, you're awesome. It's like an old store. What do you mean? So today, let's do the most possible friends that your home yours.
all right. No, Reggie can only play outfield.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Here in Cleveland, and here comes Xander Bogaerts.
Leading off tonight for Boston, the second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah.
And a pitch.
Well, that kind of puts him out on the deal for Contreras, though.
And we're underway here in the home opener.
Thank God, because that was the one place I did not want Contreras to go.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. A pitch. So, a foul ball makes
Back in the day, I didn't mind like Roy Oswald and
righty to the plate.
Jeffy Baggs and like Kirk Bizio, but
and there's one down.
like those guys were, you know, legit. And like in the new era, I don't mind Yordan Alvarez, but fucking hate or fucking Mighty Mouse Jose Altuve.
And there's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The next pitch misses. 2-2.
That's interesting because I feel like
Swing and a miss. The velocity.
I feel like the
here's Rafael Devers.
infield is where they're hurting more than anything.
And And first offering is fouled off.
Hurry.
No score, just getting started.
Reese McGuire, that's funny. You know who that is, right?
That one blasted deep to right. Way back there.
Devers, solo shot in the first. Let's go. Fucking Reese McGuire. Oh my god. So I'm pretty sure that's the dude that was on the Blue Jays for a while. And if I remember right, I know it's one of them, but I'm pretty sure it's Reese McGuire. He got caught fucking masturbating in his car, and it was like indecency exposure or some shit. And
first round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner.
They and he didn't like have like an apartment or something. He was living out of his car. So like that's where he did it, and the Canadian police like found him or whatever, and he was like in the act of doing it. and that was when he was signed with the Blue Jays.
In the air, right field.
And then the Blue Jays basically, it didn't ever work out, so they traded him to the White Sox, or they released didn't sign him or something, and he got picked up by the White Sox. One of the two.
Former MVP Jose Altuve.
The second baseman.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Red Sox already leading. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Interesting trade.
And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Well, and Diekman's 35, so like, why would the Reds?
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
The Reds must have just been like, you know what, we just want Pham off of our fucking books and. Oh, that makes more sense.
Next offering is fouled back.
You mean he's going to Toronto from Cincinnati, or not Toronto, Boston?
Stays alive.
Yeah. I thought you were saying it was Jake Diekman for fucking Tommy Pham, and I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense because
to the right side, Bogarts handles the chase.
Like Diekman's fucking old, and Tommy Pham's not like much younger. I mean, he's like 31 or 32 or something like that, but the Reds aren't fucking in a position to win now. Like, why would they go to a 35 veteran reliever? Unless they were literally just dumping his fucking contract for a guy that was like expiring.
That one drilled left field. Back there.
Get out. Oh, warning track. I thought that was gone too. Oh, shit.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Eloy Jimenez now.
Who? Oh, the old White Sox Cubs pitcher.
Certainly one of the best
lefty
strikeout pitchers in the game, and double-digit strikeouts are not out of the norm.
Not really that good, but I guess. I mean, it gives you another veteran arm.
Good eye right there.
He pitches a lot of innings,
and that's one thing. And the defense behind him, because he knows he can strike anybody out. And the way the guys are swinging, they're trying to lift, trying to get the ball in the air. He's going to take advantage of that.
And the batter now, Taylor Ward. First offering misses the mark. There's a process too, right? The way he goes about setting up hitters.
Yeah, and he's coming right at you. He's going to get ahead in the count. And if you're a hitter and you find yourself 0-2, 1-2 with a guy who has 3 to 4 pitches that are nasty, you are very defensive. And he plays upon that, and many times he comes out on top.
And a 1-2. started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first.
Yeah, my buddy is a big Braves fan. He called and was like,
and here it comes.
bro, where do you get your fucking jerseys from or whatever? I used to order a bunch of jerseys from a buddy. He has like a third party, like Chinese, like whatever. And
back now at Progressive Field.
Yeah, and so they're, I mean, they're legit, but they're just like fucking made over in China.
The pitch.
Now
2-0.
What?
Just missed. Here's a 3-0. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Daniel Vogelback. Umpire James Kingsley saying no pitch, and he's signaling for a balk. In there for strike one. 0-1 now. And there's
Yeah, I think the ones I were buying was 30 or 35, except for the NHL ones are like 45.
Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging for third.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and deals. Foul ball. Runner on at third, one gone.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Out towards left center.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
This is Kyle Lewis. He swings and fouls one off. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball out to short. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now it's Jason Castro. And that's in there for strike one. And the righty deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Strong turns and moving to his left. Makes the grab on the run. Both runners tagging. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, Francisco Mejia coming up to hit.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the catcher.
Was that at the Newcastle Stadium or back in Arlington? Or Irving, I mean.
Back to work. Strike one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, Six Flags Drive. I know exactly where it's at. I used to stay. We used to go down there and stay right across the street from Six Flags, and then go down the street and go to the fucking Cowboys game. I went to 2 of them, and then I went to the first time I was down there with my dad.
And down on strikes. And there's one.
I didn't go to the Cowboys game because it was in the middle of the summer, but we did a stadium tour. And then I also went down for the Big 12 championship game when Nebraska
And
played
first
Texas.
offering is fouled off.
When Sioux
Tied
fucking
up here in
absolutely
the early
dominated
going.
the fucking game, and we lost 13-12.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
And there was a apartment complex there. There was like a Walmart.
Altuve slings to first. First two batters
And
retired here in the
then
top
right
of
at
the
the end of the
third.
lot, there's an apartment
Xander
complex there, and it's all gated,
Here's a
like
strikeout victim his
like
first time.
it's got like a gated community or whatever.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Next pitch is outside.
That's wild. Yeah, because the guy that crazy part is, so the first game I went
Swing and a
to,
miss.
I went down for the tour, and
2 outs.
I did the tour with my dad and
Swing
whatnot,
and a miss. Struck him out.
and that was when they were doing, the first time I went down to Dallas with my dad was when I was at Irving. And I did the tour there, and then right when the new one opened, we were down in Dallas and we did a tour at the new stadium. But they had some events going on, and then like the cheer team, they were they had some type of thing going on down in the field, and then like underneath where like they keep the extra field turfs. They were in the process of swapping shit out because they had some rodeo or fucking monster trucks or something coming.
Think about this.
They had something coming to the AT&T Stadium like that weekend, so they were getting ready to like basically put the new turf or the other turf out. They didn't want because in the one tour, which was the second time I was at AT&T, they told us about the turfs because I asked them like, I was here, a couple years ago, and they actually really need to go down here because they had this, and this, and he said, yeah, we have like four different turfs. They use one for game days, and then they have one for
runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be
one for like everyday like practices and like all that stuff.
Now, when you think about
And then they have one for like special events like concerts or
he reminds me a little bit of Harold Banks.
like,
both of them lefties, both outfielders.
monster trucks, rodeos, that kind of stuff. And then they have another one that's like for state football playoffs, soccer games, that kind of stuff.
With the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Kicks and fires. Way inside, gets out of the way. And the 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. So close to driving that thing out of here down the line and right. Just a little more behind it, and he's circling the bases right now. Still, though, put a really nice swing on it.
Here's Josh Bell. Swings through that one. 0-1. Tapped out in front of the plate. In time to Devers, and that is the inning. welcome back onto the fourth. And now the center fielder, Miles Straw.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
There's a strike.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Got him. One gone here. Rafael Devers digs in now. The solo homer his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, hard in, soft away, and now he's in an 0-2 count. He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps choke up a little bit, and just try to get the bat to the baseball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down. And now it's going to be Austin Riley. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there, 0-1. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Here in Cleveland, ready to go. Bottom. Daniel Vogelback at the plate.
The designated hitter.
Yes.
Called strike
Trying to
right
remember.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Here's the game that I went to right there. It was in 2013.
Oh, now this one
I went to the
get it way back there and gone.
December
Daniel Vogelback
29th of 2013. I went to the Cowboys and the Eagles game in Dallas.
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
And it was week 17, and winner went to the playoffs. And we lost 24-22.
Lead off home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
It was on Sunday Night Football. They flipped the game because of flex scheduling. They flipped the game from like a 3 o'clock game to like a Sunday night game. And it was on Sunday Night Football, and everybody, we had the entire fucking stadium had the white fucking rally rags, and it was nuts, bro. Like, it was such a cool ass environment, but we fucking lost. Nick Foles fucking was the quarterback, and LaShawn McCoy, and Cowboys had Jason Witten and Murray, but fucking Kyle Orton started that game.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 2-1. Jason Castro digs in for the Guardians.
Like Gavin Escobar.
And I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some
The
research,
shitty part is back in like
base runs,
I don't know, it was probably like July or
runs at the rate in which the data was
probably
saying
July
they should
when
be at.
they announced the schedule or
It was just a
whatever.
matter of time until they would take
My
off.
girlfriend at the time,
And now this one's a rocket to right.
she's a
Way
fucking
back
diehard
there.
Eagles fan,
Gone.
and we fucking.
Back-to-back.
She bought tickets for my birthday because my birthday is the 19th of December.
One down.
She bought tickets to the Cowboys Eagles game and told me in July that was going to be my birthday present. So it's just her and I, and we went to the game, and it was cool as shit, but kind of fucking sucked because when
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and
when we got there, like she was like, we went
coming out of the bullpen. We'll see
the day after Christmas. We left. The day after Christmas morning. We left and we were there for like 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th, and I think he came home New Year's Eve morning.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
And then had New Year's back home.
Could be two.
And dude, I'll tell you what, it was probably one of the worst fucking experiences, like from a game standpoint, because Friday we got in there and Dallas was like, I mean, I was fucking happy as hell to be in Dallas, and like we talked about going to like a Mavericks game, but we just couldn't find tickets because it was like over Christmas break and shit. But and then the Mavericks were out of fucking town too. That was the shitty part. But we fucking get into Dallas and we get off our flight and we couldn't find one of our bags, and so we had to go to like the fucking customer service like luggage claim or whatever. They ended up finding our bag. It was fucking stuck or something somewhere, and our bag was fine. They apologized and they actually upgraded our seats for the flight back, which was nice. But we get there, and then we went to go like check in to Enterprise or whatever to get our fucking rental car. And we got, like, I had booked everything like online, so like it was already reserved. So I got there and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a reservation for blah blah blah, and they're like, oh, and they pull it up and they're like, yep. He's like, give me a few minutes, I'm gonna go get, and we'll get the paperwork and then we'll get the vehicle and get you on your way. And we're like, cool. We sat around for like 15 minutes, still nothing. 30 minutes. Guy comes back and he's like, I'm really sorry. He's like, we're having a hard time locating the vehicle that you're supposed to get. And he's like, give me a few more minutes. He's like, I got my manager on it. And we're like, okay. So we sat there for like another 10 minutes. Finally he comes back and he's like, well, is there I have bad news and I got good news. And then I was like, okay. And he goes, bad news is I don't have your vehicle. Good news is I do have vehicles here on the lot, but I'm very limited. He's like, this time of the year with the holidays, people are just renting vehicles and traveling to go to their family and stuff for the holidays. He's like, so we literally are like as thin as we can be. He's like, so I don't have a whole lot of options. And I said, okay. So he lays out 4 options. They had a minivan. He had some type of like small ass like fucking small ass like car, or he had a pickup that was like wasn't even really that nice. It was an older pickup, like something, and then he had like another like style like minivan or something like that. And I was like, well, I really am not going to drive around in a minivan, like with just me and my girlfriend here. Like that, no, that's not going to work. I was like, and I definitely don't want a small ass car because we each got like 5 days. I mean, I think I took like my bag plus my carry-on, and she had 2 bags. So I was like, I'm not going to put all the 2 of us in a car, which we're going to be driving around quite a bit in Dallas, in like a small ass car. So I was like, that's not going to work. And I was like, I guess a truck. And he's like, well, and I was like, but, and he's like, well, the bad part is the truck's going to, he's like, the van and the car, he's like, I can give to you guys for the same rate. The truck is going to be more. And I was like, why is it more? He's like, well, it's just because it's the vehicle and people can rent the trucks to like move and stuff. And he's like, so it's kind of a higher demand. And I was like, right, but I was like, it's not my fault that you guys don't have the car that I booked like online. I was like, I booked that shit, and I was like, like whatever car, if you guys overbooked, that's on you. Or if you gave my car that I booked to someone else, and they upgraded or whatever and paid it or whatever. I was like, that's not on me. Like, it said it was available and I booked it, so I should get the style of car that I wanted, which was a full-sized car. And he's like, I understand. And I was like, nah, I can go to another business, but I was like, shit, we've been here for an hour and you're telling me you don't have my car. Like, what are you going to do about it? So, eventually, his manager came up and I kind of threw the same spiel at him, and he was like, yeah, you know what? He's like, you're right. He's like, we need to do something. This is on us. He's like, and I apologize. He's like, we just have been really busy. And I was like, I get it too. I was like, it's a busy time of the year and, whatnot. I was like, but again, facts are facts. Like, and I even said, I was like, it's not like you guys are hurting for money if you're this busy. Like, you can clearly, like, make it right with a customer. And he's like, no, we're going to do that. He's like, let me see what I can do. So then his manager comes back and he's like, I can do that, for the same prices and whatnot. And then he's like, if you leave me the truck, I'll give you the Dodge Charger that I have on the lot that we just got back. He's like, you just have to give me like 15 minutes, and then he's like, I'll have my guys clean it up real quick. He's like, somebody borrowed it or rented it, and it just came back in like an hour ago, and he's like, we really haven't been able to like vacuum it and whatnot and put gas in it. He's like, but I'll have my guys get on it right away if you want that. And he's like, I can actually knock off some money for that. And he's like, because the truck is so valuable for like moving and all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, if the fucking Charger is going to be cheaper, I was like, we can go that route. I'm cool with that. And I was like, we can wait. We're from out of town. We just got to go to the hotel and check in and whatnot. I was like, but we can hang out here for 15 minutes or so. I said, it's not going to be like an hour though, right? And he's like, no. He's like, we'll get you taken care of. So 15 minutes went by, and next thing, this black fucking Dodge Charger pulls up in front, and he gets out and walks in, and he goes, well, sir, he's like, sorry about the wait. He's like, got the car for you. He's like, do you have any other questions? And I was like, no. He's like, cool, here's the keys. He's like, enjoy. He's like, thanks for being so understanding and patient with us. And so we fucking drove off the lot. Dude, this car had fucking like 2,000 miles on it.
And there's a ball.
It was brand new, fully loaded, fucking Dodge Charger, black matte, fucking black rims. Like, it was dope as shit. So I was like, hell yeah. I was like, we got a pretty sick car. So I fucking was driving that around in beautiful Texas, fucking, letting that thing purr all day long. And we pull into the fucking hotel, and people are like looking at us, and like as I said, it was like brand new. And go into the hotel, check in, and then we went and got something to eat, fucking hanging out. We just spent a lot of time driving around and looking at places and sightseeing and whatnot, and it was fun. And the crazy part is we went to the fucking, so it was Friday night, we went to the
swing and a miss. That's strike one.
AT&T Stadium, because I think we got in, I want to say, So now 27th. Yeah, so the 29th was the game. 27th, which was Friday night, we did the fucking...
he's one of those rare talents.
We did the tour, because the tour that I had been to before with my dad, like I said, it was kind of limited. And I had been through the full tour at the one in Irving, but not the one in Arlington. And so I was like, I wanted to go, and it was only like $30 for the tour, and I was like, even if I had seen the whole thing before, I was like, it's fucking dope as shit to go, like, see all that shit. So we paid $30 each, and we went through the tour, and we went to like the locker rooms and all that shit, and on the field, and got to see like everything, because there was no restrictions that night. Because it was game weekend and the players and shit weren't there Friday night. Like, and then, so our tour guide, he filled us in about like all kinds of Just like
Here's the catcher,
really cool
Jason
shit.
Castro.
And
The catcher, Jason.
so we literally fucking,
And here it comes.
we went to the tour,
First off,
and then he's
Randy's
like,
fouled off.
how's everybody's weekend? Like, who's here for the game? And I was like, we are. And he's like, oh, that's cool as shit. He's like, where you guys from? And
The pitch.
I was like, we're actually from Omaha. And he's like, oh, what are you guys doing here? And I was just like, oh, it was my birthday like a week ago. And me and my girl just, she bought tickets back in the summer when tickets went on sale for a single game. And he's like, oh, where are your seats at? And I was like, I don't remember. We were like in 120 or 122 or some shit. But we were right on the corner of the end zone in the lower level. It was so sweet. And we fucking went down, and
pitch just misses.
he's just talking to us like throughout the night, and then he's like, have you ever been to Texas before? And I was like, oh, I actually came down with my dad a couple times. And he's like, oh, is your dad from here? And I was like, no, he went to college down here. And he's like, oh, where'd you go to college at? And I was like, UT. And he's like, oh, he's a Longhorn, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, me too. I was like, oh, that's cool. So we were just bullshitting. And at the end of the night, the tour was over, and he's like, that's when he asked us about our tickets. And I said, no, we got our tickets, but we haven't really gotten parking or anything because we really weren't sure, how what the bus route would go, and being that we are from out of town, and we're literally staying down the street like by Six Flags. We thought about maybe just doing like an Uber or something.
And there's 2 down.
Or like whatever, right? Like a cab or something. And he was like,
so the Guardians
oh, he's like, you know what? He's like, here's my number. Call me tomorrow. And he's like, I think I'll be able to hook you up. And I was like, all right. He's like, yeah. He's like, call me tomorrow, and I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to hook you up. And I was like, okay. Well, Saturday they had like the rally or whatever, where like they have like a bunch of shit going on, and like I think like bounce houses and shit or something at the stadium. And well, we didn't go to that. We went out to dinner and shit, and we were going and doing other crap. And then so I called the dude, and I was like, hey, this is Rob from the fucking tour last night, and you told me to call you. And he's like, oh, yeah, man. He's like, how's it going? And I was like, good. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, can you swing by the stadium tonight? Like, are you, nearby the stadium? He's like, I have an apartment complex. It's like right across the street. He's like, if you can swing by, he's like, I got a parking pass for you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, we're just staying down the street for our hotel. I was like, I'm not there right now, but I was like, we'll be there in probably a couple hours. He's like, cool, just hit me up when you get back in the area. So we got back in, I called him. He came outside, we pulled right up to the gate. He fucking walked out, handed us, and we got a parking pass in that apartment complex. So Sunday morning we woke up and there was like cops and fucking orange barrels and cones all over the place, and we got up and got ready for the game and drove down the street and fucking pulled into that apartment complex and parked in there, and we literally got out and walked right across the street. We were like right in the stadium.
Got to play with that front foot. He's done exactly that, keeping him off balance.
And then at the one end of the stadium, they had like where the glass is. They had like a bunch of like bands and shit outside playing and whatnot, and it was kind of cold because it was like December 29th. But they were doing all kinds of shit outside, and then they had like the players like large ass like pictures on the windows. And we were waiting for the gates to open, and then the gates opened. We went in there right when the gates opened, and we did all that shit. And then after the game, when we had to leave, they were forcing us to take a right and go past the Walmart. So they wouldn't let us like turn left and go back down the road. Like, well, I didn't know where the fuck, like how to like, I mean, I hadn't been past the Walmart, right? So we took a right and went past the Walmart, and all of a sudden we fucking ended up on like the other side of the stadium, bro.
And a pitch.
driving a brand new Dodge Charger, and it was dark as fuck on the other side of the stadium. There was no fucking lights, and there was like these car shops and people fucking sitting out on these like fucking barrels and fire in the fucking driveways and shit. And I was like, this is sketch as hell. Like, and then all of a sudden this train fucking came by and we were stuck behind the train, and it, like, literally there was no fucking lighting at all. And I was like, here I am in a fucking brand new Dodge Charger, like, and I'm probably gonna get my fucking ass robbed in downtown Dallas, because I had heard like where they put the stadium is kind of in a little bit of a poverty area at one point, and then they built that Walmart and like a couple other things, and so they were trying to revive that area. And I was like, oh, I can see where the one side is like fine and the other side's not the best, but Jesus, man, I was just like, my heart was fucking racing. And people just like walking outside, like baggy ass clothes, you know, like, and you're from Omaha, like, you don't fucking see this shit on the news.
It's 8-1.
I'm just like,
Bases empty. Next, the switch hitting first.
So then we got back around to the other side of the stadium finally, and it started getting a little bit more light out, and I was like, all right, because they had street lights in that area. So then once we got there, then I knew where I was at, and then I went right past the stadium and down where Six Flags was, and we were fine. But yeah, I remember that pretty well. I was like, it was dark as shit down here.
And it's fouled away. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we
expected. There's a bar, like,
well, this was a game.
I can't even remember the bar's name, but it's like when you turn into the fucking Walmart parking lot.
Not as lopsided as this.
There's a bar that sits like right up by in the neighborhood, right at the edge of the Walmart parking lot. You know what I'm talking about?
Next pitch is outside. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The switch hitter batting right. That's hard hit on the line.
Right. We were going to go into that bar at one point before the game, but it was so fucking packed. Like, people were sitting outside, and I was like, fuck that.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Cleveland, we're at the top of the 8th. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Pitch.
Number 78.
And a swing and a miss. Kicks and deals. Broken bat, and it's popped up.
Is that who I played the first year? Was the Blue Jays?
Foul ball.
Yeah.
The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out. And next for the Red Sox, Taylor Ward, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, not close. Next offering is in for a strike. And 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
You're breaking up there. You said you was frustrated as fuck as what?
Left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. here in Cleveland. And now
Dodgers hit me back. He's
Guardians, the catcher.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have
or no,
a
is
very
this
quick inning here with
who's
2 or 3
Wendell?
hitters
Is that the
he's set to
Dodgers or the
face,
Yankees?
batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
welcome
Sorry,
back.
man.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th.
He said, "No, I think I'm gonna keep my staff as is. Thought about trading one, but I'm gonna just hang on to him for now."
The pitch. And a
So
foul
it's down to
ball.
the Braves.
And he deals. Late swing fouled off. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Tim Locastro.
Say that again. You can't. You're breaking up again.
Tim Locastro.
Right side, Devers. He takes it on his own. And a couple of quick outs. Andrew Benintendi steps up.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
All right, can you hear me?
First pitch doesn't find
Can you
the
hear me?
zone.
Am I clear?
The lefty to 1-0.
Oh, you were breaking up, so I was like, I
Puts
don't
the
know if it was
squeeze
my
on
shit
that
or what.
one,
I just
and
lost just
that'll end
to
the inning.
see if that fix it.
Back here at the ballpark, here's the left fielder, Gavin
Leading
Lux.
off for Boston, the left fielder, Gavin Lux.
I mean, I definitely don't want to give up Reggie Jackson, but if I had to get another pitcher,
Swing and a miss. And that is strike
mean,
one.
I might as well do that.
Right-handed
And then,
reliever. Swings
in hindsight, I was like, then I should have
misses.
just taken a fucking starter.
It might be
But
time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
right, what I'm saying is I could have just handpicked who I wanted, but I thought by getting Reggie Jackson, I'd be like literally hitting well with him. And through the first 6 games, I'm not. Like, so it's just kind of like, well, maybe I fucking go get a starter for him. And then I don't feel as obligated to maybe take another starter. I get the reliever, or I can go get another batter, and the next bonus player, depending on where I'm sitting, you know. If I need the at bat, I go get a bat. If I am find the hitter, because they came out that Nelson Velasquez, that Nelson Velasquez, and then they also have the.
Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
Christopher Morel, so I was to see if I can hit with either one of them. Like I said, Bryant's hitting well, so I mean, to me, trading Billy Williams is kind of like doesn't really
down for the breaking ball. If
change anything for me. So
you can get that fastball in on the hand. It's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
And the righty deals.
Billy's good versus righties, but
Zanino up with it to first, and that'll do it.
versus
As they
lefties,
complete
he's
the
just not
strikeout
going
to
to
end it.
Well, the fourth inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit.
Blackberry Showtime. Yeah, this may haven't quite told you yet.
what's up? No, not tonight, no. I just got done playing the fucking the Guardians in that league, yeah. Yeah, I was playing them, I was up 1-0, and then it went south really fast. He ended up beating me 8-2. Did not go well, sir. But